20 years since I left this old dirt road behind. 20 years of chasing dreams, of leaving town in time. Now I'm driving slow past the fields I used to know, coming home to where my heart never let me go. The old gas station's closed down now, the sign is faded gray, but I still remember summer, spending all my change to play. The diner on the corner's got a different name today, but the smell of coffee brewing hasn't changed in any way. I passed the church where I got married, past the school where I first learned, past the water tower standing tall, watched it while my tires turned. Every mile brought back a memory, every turn brought back a face. This town got smaller in my mind, but it's still my only place. Coming home to the only place I've ever known. Streets have changed, but the heart stays the same. Coming home, calling out my name. I drove on past the graveyard where my daddy's resting now. I stopped the truck a minute, said a prayer, made a vow that I would visit more often, that I wouldn't stay away, because this town, it raised me right, whatever people say. The old house on Miller Street still stands there, weather, sun. New folks living in it now, a different life begun. But I can still see myself there, running barefoot through July, chasing fireflies at sundown, underneath that same old sky. Coming home to the only place I've ever known. Streets have changed, but the heart stays the same. Coming home, calling out my name. I stopped in at the hardware store. The owner's son runs it now. He didn't know my face at first, then said, well, I'll be somehow. I've come a long way from this town, seen cities bright and tall, but standing there I realized this town gave me it all. The bar down at the county line still playing the same old song. Old Hank and Merle still on the jukebox, still where they belong. I ordered up a whiskey, sat there thinking on my life, and realized all my running led me back through all this strife. I called up an old friend of mine, said meet me at the diner. We talked for hours about the years, about what could have been better. He said the town's been waiting on me, said they always kept a light burning for the ones who leave but might come back some night. The fields are still there golden, still swaying in the breeze. The mountains in the distance still standing like old trees. I realize now that leaving never took this place from me. It's been living in my chest this whole time patiently. So here I am tonight now, back on this old dirt road. 20 years of wandering, 20 years of heavy load. But tonight I finally set it down. Tonight I finally see that home was never just a place, it's who I'm meant to be. Coming home to the only place I've ever known. Streets have changed, There's a porch swing creaking soft beneath the evening sky. Mama's rocking slow and humming as the fireflies pass by. The smell of supper's cooking, biscuits rising in the pan, and Daddy's playing banjo like an old-time county band. Grandpa's telling stories that we've heard 100 times, about the war, about the farm, about the hardest climbs. But we all lean in closer like it's brand new every time. Mama's front porch holds these stories, keeps them safe and fine. The dogs are lying lazy in the cool grass by the steps. The crickets start their singing as the sun begins to set. My sister's braiding daisies while my brother strums along. Mama's front porch is where our whole family belongs. Mama's front porch, where the whole world feels alright, where the banjo plays soft music into the summer night, where the stories never fade and the love just multiplies. Mama's front porch, underneath these Carolina skies. Sweating in the pitcher, mason jars all filled with ice. Uncle Joe's harmonica had into the porch light dice, of shadows dancing on the wood, of memories being made every evening on that porch, a new one gently laid. I remember learning guitar, sitting right there by her side. Mama's patient teaching hands, her gentle loving guide. She said music comes from family, comes from love and time, and every chord I ever learned came from that porch of mine. The neighbors sometimes wander by and stop to sit a while. Nobody's ever turned away, everybody gets a smile, a glass of tea, a rocking chair, a story to be told. Mama's front porch welcomes young and welcomes those grown old. Mama's front porch, where the whole world feels alright, where the banjo plays soft music into the summer night, where the stories never fade and the love just multiplies. Mama's front porch, underneath these Carolina skies. I moved away for city work, for concrete streets and lights, but nothing ever felt quite right on all those lonesome nights. I missed the sound of crickets, missed the smell of supper cooking, missed my mama's gentle laughter while she sat there porch side looking. Now I bring my kids back every summer that we can, to sit there on that same old porch to hear their grandpas playing, for teaching them the banjo, for telling them the tales that got passed down for generations that never ever fail. My daughter's learning fiddle now, sitting right where I once sat. Mama's getting older now, but her smile's still where it's at. She watches all her grandkids playing music on that porch, and I can see the pride there like a warm and steady torch. The porch has weathered 50 years, a family gathered round, of babies born and loved ones lost, of every kind of sound, of laughter, tears, and music, of every single tale. Mama's front porch holds it all, and never once did fail. Someday I know the time will come when Mama's not around, but I believe her spirit stays right there in that same ground. In every plank of wood and every song we've ever played, Mama's front porch is forever, is a promise that she made. So when I'm old and gray myself, I hope my children bring their kids back to a porch like this, to hear the banjo sing, to pass down every story that my mama gave to me. Mama's front porch lives forever in our family history. Mama's front porch, where the whole world feels alright, where the banjo plays soft music into the summer night, where the stories never fade and the love just multiplies. Mama's front porch, forever in my eyes. Mama
understand.
300 miles of highway, and everyone leads back to you. Radio's playing static, but my heart already knew the exit sign up ahead. Now the one I should have taken years ago. I've been driving through the darkness just to let you know I left you standing in that driveway. 10 years now come July. I told myself it was for the better, told myself not to cry. But every road I've traveled since, every town I've called my own, led me right back to this highway, led me right back home. The gas station coffee's bitter, but it keeps me driving through. The miles keep falling backward like the years I owe to you. I've rehearsed 1,000 speeches, sitting at 1,000 lights, but nothing that I practiced feels like it could make this right. This is the road back to you, every mile marker calling out your name. This is the road back to you, driving through the wind and rain. I know I don't deserve it, I know I let you down, but this road keeps leading forward to the only love I've found. The water tower where we carved our names in paint. I passed the church we almost married in before I turned to leave. I don't know what I'm hoping for, don't know what I'll find, but I couldn't keep on driving without leaving this behind. The truck stop diners all look different, but the coffee tastes the same. Bitter like the choices I made, running from the blame. I told myself that I was chasing something bigger, something more, but all I ever wanted was standing at your door. Somewhere around Nebraska, I called my brother up. He said, boy, you're a fool if you don't finish up this cup of courage that you're building. Don't you dare turn back again. She's waited long enough now, don't you let it be in vain. This is the road back to you, every mile marker calling out your name. This is the road back to you, driving through the wind and rain. I know I don't deserve it, I know I let you down, but this road keeps leading forward to the only love I found. The sunset's slow behind me now, chasing shadows down the road. I think about the letters that I never sent, the weight I carry, the heavy load of pride and fear and running, of never saying what I felt. But every mile I'm driving now, I feel that old wall start to melt. I stopped to sleep in a motel bed, but couldn't close my eyes. Kept picturing your face, the way it looked beneath those summer skies, the way you laughed, the way you cried the day I drove away. I promised I'd come back for you, and I'm keeping that today. The closer that I get now, the faster my heart beats. I pass the sign that says your town, and my whole body meets a kind of fear I've never known, a kind of hope as well. 10 years of wondering what to say, 10 years I couldn't tell. I pull up to your mama's house, the porch lights burning bright. I sit there in the driveway now, working up the fight to walk up to that front door now, to knock and see your face, to finally say I'm sorry for the years I couldn't face. This is the road back to you, every mile marker calling out your name. This is the road back to you, driving through the wind and rain. I deserve it. I know I let you down, but this road keeps leading forward to the only love I found. The door creaks open slowly, and there you are at last. Older now, but still the same, still holding on to the past. Your eyes are wide with wonder, your voice is soft and low. You say I always knew that highway would lead you home. We sit there on the porch steps now, not saying very much, just letting all the years dissolve with just a single touch. I tell you that I'm sorry, tell you that I should have stayed. You tell me that you waited, that the love just never faded. So here's to every highway now, and every wrong turn made. Here's to every mile that led me back. Here's to the price I paid, because the road was always leading here, right back to your front door. This is the road back to you, and I ain't leaving anymore. This is the road back to you. Every mile marker called your name. This is the road back to you. Through the wind and through the rain. I know I don't deserve it, but you took me back somehow. This road led me back to you, and I'm right here now. To you, led me home at last. The road back to you, erase the years that passed. I've got a penthouse view of the city lights tonight. Got a corner office, got my name up on a sign so bright. But every time I close my eyes I see a different scene. A gravel road, a porch light, a place that still feels like a dream. They say I made it to the top, they say I've got it all. Fancy cars and fancy dinners in a fancy city hall. But nobody in this whole town knows the boy I used to be, the one who caught his first fish in a river wild and free. I've got a small town heart in a big city chest, chasing all these dreams, but still missing home the best. No matter how far I climb, no matter what I'm worth, I've still got a small town heart tied down to that dirt. I remember Friday night lights on that old football field, the whole town showing up, showing what small towns healed. Now I'm sitting in the stadium boxes, watching from up high, but it don't feel the same without my daddy's proud eye. I traded gravel roads for interstates and traffic jams. I traded front porch swings for glass and steel and city plans. And every dollar that I make just feels a little hollow, 'cause the richest thing I ever had was a town I couldn't follow. I got a small town heart in a big city chest, chasing all these dreams, but still missing home the best. No matter how far I climb, no matter what I'm worth, I've still got a small town heart tied down to that dirt. Last night, she said the town's the same. The diner's still on Main Street, still remembers my name. She said the old crowd's asking about me, wondering when I'll visit. She said the porch light's always burning in case I decide to fix it. I've shaken hands with senators, I've dined with men of power, but none of that could ever match a small town Sunday hour of church bells ringing softly, of neighbors waving hey. I traded that for boardrooms, and I'm not sure it was okay. The city's beautiful at night, I won't deny its charm. The skyline glowing golden like a distant foreign farm, but it ain't got the fireflies, it ain't got the quiet peace of a small town evening where the noise and hurt city chest, chasing all these dreams, but still missing home the best. No matter how far I climb, no matter what I'm worth, I've still got a small town heart tied down to that dirt. Oh, my kids were born in city hospitals, raised on city streets. They've never seen a hayride, never tasted summer's treats. The way that I remember them, the way I knew them best, I wanna give my children that same small town honest rest. So maybe it's time I take them back, show them where I'm from, show them the gravel roads and fields, show them where I begun. Because success don't mean a thing if you forget your roots, and a small town heart still beats beneath these city-tailored suits. I've built my life on concrete, now on steel and glass and gold, but the story of who I really am was written long ago, in a town that made me who I am, that taught me right from wrong. That small town heart is where I truly always belong. I think I'll take a drive this weekend, back to where it all began, back to porch lights and fireflies, back to being just a man, not a name upon a building, not a title, not a role, just a small town boy, remembering the place that shaped his soul. The city's got its lights and towers, got its money and its fame, but it never learned my story, never learned my given name, the way my hometown did, the way it held me close and true. That's the kind of wealth that money never really can accrue. So here's to small towns everywhere, and everyone who's left chasing dreams in bigger cities, feeling somewhat bereft of the simple, honest living that made us who we are. No matter how far we travel, no matter how we've gone far, I've got a small town heart in a big city chest, chasing all these dreams, but still missing home the best. No matter how far I climb, no matter what I'm worth, I'll always have a small town heart, rooted in that dirt. Small town heart in this big city life. Small town heart, it never lost a fight. I hear that long-gone train whistling down the line, carrying away the only love that I could call mine. She said she'd write me letters, said she'd come back someday, but that train just kept on rolling, kept on taking her away. I stood there on the platform till the smoke had cleared the sky, watched until I couldn't see her, watched until I had to cry. The conductor tipped his hat to me, said, "Son, that's how it goes, but nobody ever tells you how much a heart like this one knows." Now I sit here by the tracks each evening when the sun goes down, listening for that whistle blowing softly through this town. Some nights I swear I hear it, some nights I swear she's near, but it's just an empty feeling and a lonesome aching tear. Long gone train, carry my heart away. Long gone train, bring her back to me someday. The whistle blows so lonesome down that empty line. Long gone train, she was the only one of mine. My daddy told me once, son, love ain't always kind. Sometimes it comes to visit and then it leaves behind just an empty station, just a ticket stub grown old, just a heart that keeps on waiting in the winter's cold. I rode her every Sunday, sent them off with hopeful hands, waiting on an answer from those far and distant lands. But the letters kept on piling, no reply for me to find, just that long gone train a-whistling, echoing through my mind. The fiddle player at the station plays a mournful kind of tune. Every note reminds me of a night beneath the moon, when she promised she would love me till the mountains wear away. But that train just kept on rolling, taking everything away. Long gone train, carry my heart away. Long gone train, bring her back to me someday. The whistle blows so lonesome down that empty line. Long gone train, she was the only one of mine. Years have passed since that cold morning, since I watched her disappear. But I still walk down to the station, still I linger, still I hear that whistle in the distance calling out across the land, reminding me of everything I couldn't understand. Some folks say that trains bring good luck, bring opportunity, but all I've ever known from trains is loss and misery. They come to take the ones you love to cities bright and far, and leave you standing empty, wondering who you really are. I met a stranger at the depot, said he lost someone the same. Said the railroad took his brother, said he'll never be the same. He sat there for a while in silence, two hearts broken by the rail. Two men whose love got carried off on that long departing trail. The seasons come and seasons go, the tracks are rusted now, but I still hear that whistle blowing. I don't know exactly how. Maybe it's a memory, maybe it's a ghost of what once was. Maybe love just leaves an echo even after all it does. If you're ever by a railway and you hear a whistle cry, say a prayer for those who wait, and say a prayer for one who tries to hold on to a memory of someone they once knew. Because a long gone train takes more than passengers, it's true. So here's to every railway station, here's to every parting soul, here's to every heart that's waited by that lonesome empty pole. I'll be waiting here forever till my final dying day, for that long gone train to bring my darling back to me someday. Long gone train, you carried her away. Long gone train, I'm waiting here to stay. The whistle blows so lonesome down that empty line. Long gone train, she'll